Hey everybody, today I decided we should go for a flight from New Smyrna to Daytona Beach in Florida. And instead of flying direct, we're going to go from our first waypoint over there on the left. We're going to do an ILS to 07 left, localizer channels 109.7. And we'll go by Tigay and Folag as our waypoints on the GPS. We're all fired up. Let's go. Hope that Cessna's tied down. So just to make things easy for myself, I'm going to fly it by hand, get us established on course, basically following our magenta line on our Garmin, and we're supposed to cross our first waypoint at about 1,600 feet, so I'll wait until then and then put us on the autopilot. Notice when I go on and off the autopilot a little bit of shakiness in the controls. That's because I've got two joysticks here that are spring loaded for my controls, and there's 1600. Turn on the autopilot, altitude hold, and navigation, and of course we want to make sure we're showing GPS on our Garmin just in time for the clouds. So I did put a link to the joystick setup in the description for an earlier video I'd done, and also for some of the pre-flight preparation for just a fun IFR type flight. I'm also putting a link for that in the description. With these clouds, and this is real world weather when I'm recording this, with these clouds it actually makes it a bit of a good IFR condition for practicing. And while we're on our way, I'm just going to tune in our nav radios to the ILS frequencies for 07. I have to scooch over sideways to access this button to turn our radio from the standby to the active channel. I'm going to check our ATIS.
Information Tango.
And if you don't hear ATIS at first, make sure your comm switch is on.
1955 Zulu Special. Wind 130 degrees at 6 knots. Visibility 9 miles. Sky conditions scattered at 500. Scattered at 3,600. Broken at 5,000. Temperature 26. Dew point 19. Altimeter 3016. Arriving runway 07 left. 16. Departing runway 07 left. 16. Advise on initial contact. You have information Tango.
That's enough of that. I see we got some of this nice Florida sunshine on our windshield. So really flying an IFR in this helicopter is not significantly different than fixed wing. I just haven't seen a lot of videos done about doing helicopter IFR. So just a close-up of our Garmin. And I'll get back to you and we're coming up onto the first waypoint. Okay, here we are, just a little over a mile away from our Tigay waypoint. We're going to make a fairly acute angle. It's not a proper IFR way to come in, but I've done it before. After all, it's not real. And that's an interesting message in the bottom of the GPS. See what happens. Starting to turn. Well, of course, this time it's not going to work. Not sure if it's trying to reacquire Tigay. We're just drifting off. So, not a big deal. Let's just go straight to our next waypoint. Direct to Folig. Gauge. We should be back on track. Not sure why it did that. And we're going to flick on our nav radio. We'll check the Morse code, make sure that we're on the right channel, right frequency for the right ILS. Sounds correct, and it's a strong signal, so it gives us confidence that when we switch over to ILS, hopefully that'll go well. Alright, coming up, getting closer to Folig now. So it'll be time to switch to ILS. Make sure our CDI is now on V-lock and switch to the approach. See that we've captured the ILS slope. It's we're pretty close to being right on slope, and we're lining up for the localizer. And we're just going to speed this up because we're simply going down the ILS. Yaw control is more like yaw inducing right now. Okay, I'm going to stay on the ILS till somewhere below 100 feet, which is well below decision height. And we can see the runway well anyway. Gear down. Okay, turn off the autopilot. A little wonky because I don't have 3 hands. And now we're manually flying the rest of the approach. Time to slow down a bit. that's a simple and fun ILS flight into Daytona Beach. Hope it was enjoyable, maybe a little informative. And if we come through this alive, please feel free to like and subscribe. Happy landings.